What's up? Ben here on the Ultravox team, and today I'm going to take you through a feature in the platform that we call inactivity messages. We get a lot of questions from customers about how these work, and so what I'm going to do is just walk through a couple ways that you can set them up, and as we go through it, I'll explain how they work. So the first thing I want to point out is that we do have the instructions here and the code that I used to create the agent. So then let's just go ahead and start with the code. The link to this is in the description to the video. The first thing you need to do in the code here is just set your API key. So this is going to look something like, blah, 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 dot, and then you just paste in your API key. And then you can see here, we're going to create an agent called Ultravox Demo Agent Inactivity Messages. Feel free to change this to something else if you want to. We have a very simple system prompt. We're not even setting the voice. We're just using the default voice. But then right here, starting in line 21, is where all the interesting things happen regarding inactivity messages. So we've got three different messages here. So you can see we have an array of three objects. So each object has a duration and a message. We also have the option to specify an end behavior, and I'll talk about that in a second. But the way this is going to work is that we do the call, and if the user at the end of the other end of the line, if they go silent for the duration, so in this case 30 seconds, the message that our agent will say is, "Are you still there?" And then we have another message. So if there's another period of inactivity for 15 seconds, the agent will then say, "If there's nothing else, may I end the call?" And then finally, we have a third message here. After 10 more seconds of inactivity, the message will be, "Thank you for calling. Have a great day. Goodbye." And we're adding an end behavior here. There's two options that you can have. One, like we're doing here, is excuse me, end behavior hang up soft. The other one is end behavior hang up strict. So what strict means is no matter what happens, as soon as the agent says the message, it's going to end the call. In this case, we're using soft, and soft means that while the agent is saying the message, if the user does respond, then we won't hang up the call and the call can continue as we would expect. So let's go ahead and take a look at this inside of the Ultravox application. So let me just switch this over here, and I'm here. What I've done to get here is I went into agents. I have the agent that we created with the script. I'm going to say edit. Here's the basic system prompt. And then up here in settings, so I can do this in code, as I just showed you in Visual Studio Code there, but I can also just build this agent and set inactivity messages here inside of the web console. So you can see we've got the same exact three messages. Now, just for purposes of our demo here, I'm going to shorten the durations. I wouldn't recommend this for most use cases. Your case may vary, but I think 5 seconds is going to come off as pretty aggressive. But again, I want to shorten these here just for the demo so you can see how this works. So I'm going to apply. And now let's start the call. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to say anything. And then after about 5 seconds, we should see what happens.
Hello, thanks for calling. How can I help you today? Not much? Just hanging out and waiting for someone to chat with. How about you? How's your day going so far? Are you still there? Thank you for calling. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Okay, so we could see there we had the two messages, 5 seconds. We get the prompting, we get the messages delivered, and then the call was terminated. Now let me do this one more time, and I'm going to interrupt the agent in the last message.
Hello? Are you still there? Thank you for calling.
Hey,
Have a
I'm still here. Actually, can you help me?
What's on your mind? Want to chat about something in particular or just shoot the breeze? I'm all ears. Are you still there?
So you can see there, I was able to interrupt the agent because we were using hang up behavior soft. The conversation continued, but then I didn't say anything for the 5 additional seconds, and then we started the inactivity messages again. So there you have it, a quick demonstration of how you could bring inactivity messages into your agents. It helps keep the conversation moving, and in cases where users have disconnected or have gotten distracted, we can go ahead and end the calls and kind of move on with things. So the code's there in the description. You can use the web console again to edit or to create these, and let us know how it goes, and hope to see you again in another video.